Dear students, today we are going to discuss exercise 2 in polynomials. Okay, so in this exercise, before we are going to discuss, we have seen graphical representation of linear polynomial. We have to discuss linear polynomial graphs and quadratic polynomial graphs. All these things we will discuss today. Suppose if you take y is equal to ax plus b, if you take y is equal to ax plus b, let it be say equal to 0, then ax is equal to plus b, and going to the right side it becomes minus b, and x is equal to minus b by a. So it meets x-axis at minus b by a comma 0. It meets x-axis at minus b by a comma 0. Okay, so and suppose if you draw a graph, you will get a straight line. Okay, it intersects x-axis at exactly one point, namely minus b by a and 0. Okay, for any quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, where a not equal to 0, the graph of corresponding equation y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c either opens upwards like open upwards like this, or open downwards like this, depend upon a greater than 0. Suppose if a greater than 0, this is in the case of quadratic equation we are discussing these two diagrams. Okay, here see, if you take a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c, suppose y is equal to, if you take ax square plus bx plus c, then the graph will be appeared like this. If a greater than 0, this value greater than 0. If a less than 0, you will get downwards. These shapes are called as parabolic shapes. Okay, parabolic shapes. Okay, we will draw these graphs in this exercise 2. The zeros of quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c are precisely the x coordinates of the points where the parabola representing y is equal to x square plus bx plus c intersects the x-axis. See the shape of the graph y is equal to x square plus bx plus c. The following three cases can happen. You have to remember these three cases. These are important. Here see, here the graph cuts x-axis at two distinct points. At two distinct points means different points. Distinct means different points. Here see, I will show in the graph. Okay, see, there are two cases. Open downwards, this is open. Here see, open downwards at two different places, at a and this is a dash. At two different places it meets x-axis. Okay, that means it has two zeros. Next, or otherwise, here see, another case also is possible. What is that case means? Here see, it opens upwards like this. Here see, it opens upwards like this. So here also at two different places, distinct places means different places. At two different places it meets x-axis. That means it has two zeros. Okay, at how many places it meets the x-axis? They are the number of solutions of that equation. Okay, next here see, case 2. Here the graph touches x-axis at exactly one point, at exactly one and only one point. Here see, there are two cases. Here also we can draw two graphs. Here see, suppose the graph meets x-axis at one and only one point. Here at one and only one point it meets. This is a. Okay, this is a less than 0 case. This is a less than. See, how is it means we can draw like this. Case 1 already we have seen. Suppose this is x-axis, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is y-axis, this is y dash, negative y-axis, this is positive y-axis, this is x dash. In the second case, the graph may meet x-axis at one and only one point like this. Okay, at a. That means here a and a dash both are same. Okay, like this it may happen, or like this it may happen. Suppose this is x-axis, this is y-axis, y dash, x dash, like this. Suppose it may meet and go like this. Okay, so this is the second case. In this case we say that both the zeros coincide, the same values we will get. Suppose 3 3 or minus 3 minus 3, like that we will get. Okay, next let us go to case number 3. What is the case number 3? That means in that the curve doesn't meet x-axis at any point. Okay, the curve doesn't meet x-axis at any point. How is it means? I will show here. Here see, suppose we can draw like this. This is x-axis, y-axis, x-axis, y-axis. The graph may happen like this. It will go. It never meets x-axis. Okay. Next, or like this also we can draw. Here see, x-axis, y-axis. This is y dash. This is x dash. Like this. It doesn't meet x-axis means it has no zeros. So depend on this one exercise 2 we have to solve, depend on things. Okay. So from these observations we can say that a quadratic equation may pass a quadratic equation. Okay, it meets x-axis minimum at one point, maximum at 2 points. Okay, or sometimes it doesn't meet. Okay, here see exercise 3.2 we have to check it. Now what is the first question? Look at the first question. Is it visible? Question is visible clearly? Okay, we shall see exercise 3.2. See, the graphs of y is equal to p of x are given in the figure below for some polynomials p of x. In each case, find the number of zeros. Actually, the graphs are not visible in this video, so that's why I will draw those graphs here. Okay, so the first question is, they have given x-axis like this. This is the first question. Okay, x-axis, this is x dash they have given, and this is y-axis, and this is y dash they have given, and the curve they have given is, this is the curve. Does this curve meet x-axis? It doesn't meet. That means it has no zeros. Okay, number of zeros 0. Okay, no zeros it has. What about the second diagram? Let us check the second diagram. Okay, here see second one. Here I will draw x-axis. Okay, x-axis and y-axis they have given. Now like this given. So this curve meets x-axis at one point. So it has 1 0. It has 1 0. It meets x-axis at one point. So it has 1 0. Now let us see the third one. Let us see third one. X-axis. This is y-axis. X, y. They have given the curve like this. See at how many points it meets means at 1, next 2, 3. At 3 different points it meets the x-axis. That's why it has 3 solutions. It has 3 solutions. Okay. Now what is the fourth diagram? What is the fourth graph they have given? Fourth graph. Let us check it. Let us check fourth graph. See fourth one. This is x, this is y, x-axis, y-axis. The graph they have given like this. At how many places it meets? So this is first point, this is second point. At 2 distinct points it meets the x-axis. So it has 2 zeros. It has 2 zeros. Okay. Next fifth one. Let us see fifth one. So this is x, this is y, x dash, y dash. So the graph is like this. They have given. See at how many points? 1, 2, 3, 4. At 4 points it meets the x-axis. So the number of zeros 4. Now sixth question. The last question and the sixth question is question number 6. Question number 6. See, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay. Here see like this. Sorry. How like they have given? Okay, see at how many points, it means this is 1 2 3, at 3 different points it meets x-axis, so it has 3 zeros. Okay, it has 3 zeros, it has. Okay, now look at the second question. Find the zeros of the given polynomials. Find the zeros, we have to find zeros of the polynomials. Question visible? Okay, in that. Okay, see second Roman, first question. We have to find the zeros. P of x is equal to 3x. P of x is equal to 3x. So make it equal to 0. Okay. Suppose P of x is equal to 0 if you take, then P of x value 3x. 3x is equal to 0. You bring this 3 towards the right side. So you have to find x value, zeros means. So here 3 is multiplying and going to the right side it divides. So x is equal to, it divides 0. Therefore x is equal to 0 by 3, 0. So what is the 0 of P of x means 0. 0 is the 0 of P of x. Okay now. Now let us find second one. Here we will do. What is the second question? P of x is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6. X square plus 5x plus 6, that is given. Make P of x is equal to 0. Therefore x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. You have to find the factors. So in order to finding the factors, first multiply coefficient of x square and constant. What is the coefficient of x square? 1. 1 into constant 6. 6 ones are 6. Now write down the coefficient of x, 5. Okay, coefficient of x, 5. Now coefficient of x square into constant, 6 ones are 6, written here. Next, coefficient of x, 5, written here. Now what are the factors of 6? 6 can be written as 6 into 1 and also it can be written as 2 into 3. Suppose if you add these two, 6 and 1, 6 plus 1, 7 you will get, but you will not get 5. Okay, so take down 2 and 3. If you add these two factors, you will get 5. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So take down these two factors. So 6 can be written as 2 into 3 and 5 can be written as 2 plus 3. This is nothing but 5x is equal to 2x plus 3x. Like that you have to split. Therefore x square plus 5x means 2x plus 3x plus 6 is there, is equal to 0. Here and here x common. You will get x plus here you will get 2, x plus 2. Here and here 3 common. 3 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. Whatever you get in the first bracket, the same thing you will get here also. Otherwise your problem is wrong. Okay. So here in both the terms you can take down x plus 2 as common. X plus 2 common. You will get x here plus x plus 2 goes outside. So here 3 is there, is equal to 0. Suppose if the product of two numbers is equal to 0, then either first one is equal to 0 or the second one is equal to 0. Therefore x plus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to plus 2 and coming to the right side it becomes minus 2, or x is equal to plus 3 and coming to the right side it becomes minus 2. Therefore what are the zeros of x means minus 2 and minus 3. Zeros of P of x. Zeros of P of x. Or what are the zeros means minus 2, minus 3. Like that you have to write down. Okay, they are the zeros. So first make that polynomial equal to 0 and find x value. That x value is called as 0 of that polynomials. Now what is the third problem? P of x is equal to x plus 2 into x plus 3. P of x is equal to, question number 3 amma, question number 3, P of x is equal to x plus 2 into x plus 3, x plus 2 into x plus 3, make it equal to 0. Therefore P of x is equal to 0. Then this is nothing but x plus 2 into x plus 3 is equal to 0. X plus 2 into x plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore either one of them is equal to 0. Therefore x plus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to, on coming to the right side it becomes minus 2, or x is equal to, this becomes minus 3. Therefore what are the zeros of p of x means minus 2, minus 3. These are the zeros of p of x. Okay. Now let us take fourth one. Now let us take fourth problem. P of x is equal to x power of 4 minus 16. P of x is equal to x power of 4 minus 16. Therefore, now let P of x is equal to 0. Therefore, x power of 4 minus 16 is equal to 0. Therefore, this can be written as, here see, x square whole square minus 4 whole square. X square whole square, x power of 4 minus 16 can be written as 4 square. 4 4s are 16 is equal to 0. Therefore, this is of the form a square minus b square. Recollect the formula, a square minus b square. A square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Like that we can write. Therefore, here a means here see x square. So, this can be written as x square minus 4 into x square plus 4. A minus b into a plus b. A square, x square whole square minus b square 4 whole square is equal to 0. Therefore, product of these two things is equal to 0 means either x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x square plus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, x square is equal to 4. Minus 4 and coming to the right side it becomes plus 4, or x square is equal to minus 4. X is equal to root of 4 or x is equal to root of minus 4. Therefore, x is equal to plus or minus 2 and root of minus 4. Root of minus 4 means you will get imaginary numbers. Okay. So, this can be written as, or x is equal to, this can be written as 4 root value 2 into root of minus 1. That is equal to plus or minus 2i. Root of minus 1 value can be taken as I. It has 4 zeros. Those 4 zeros are plus 2, minus 2, plus 2i, minus 2i. Okay, thank you. Okay, now look at the third question. Draw the graphs of the given polynomials and find the zeros, justify the answers. So here some polynomials are given. For those polynomials, by drawing a graph, you have to find the solutions or zeros. So in order to do those sums, first of all, we have to solve them. Generally, we have to solve them. Here, see, how is it means I will explain. See, what is the first question here? P of x is equal to, P of x is equal to x square minus x minus 12. P of x is equal to x square minus x minus 12. You have to solve this equation in general. So how do we solve this equation? Suppose make it equal to 0. P of x is equal to 0 means P of x is equal to 0. So therefore x square minus x minus 12 is equal to 0. As I told you earlier, what is the coefficient of x square? 1. 1 into constant minus 12. So minus 12 write down. Next, coefficient of x minus 1. So write down minus 1. Now what are the factors of minus 12? How do we write minus 12 means we can write here see 1 into minus 12 or 12 into minus 1, or this can be written as 4 into minus 3 or 3 into minus 4. Here see, suppose if we add these two things, 1 plus minus 12, so this is 1 minus 12, minus 11 you will get, minus 11, but you did not get minus 1. So these factors are not useful. Now let us take this one. 12 plus minus 1. You will get 12 minus 1. 11. These are also not useful. Now let us take this. 4 plus minus 3. So this is 4 minus 3. 1. But we didn't get minus 1. These are also not useful. Now look at the last one. This is 3 plus minus 4. So 3 minus 4. So minus 1 you will get. Okay, you have to do this as a rough work. So these factors are useful. What are the factors? 3 and minus 4 are useful. 3 and minus 4. By using them, we have to find the value. So this can be written as 3 into minus 4. Minus 1 can be written as 3 plus minus 4. 3 plus minus 4. So this is nothing but this can be written as x square plus 3x minus 4x. 3x minus 4x value minus x. Okay. 3x minus 4x value minus x. So minus 12 is equal to 0. Now here and here x common, you will get x plus 3. Here and here minus 4 common. Okay. Now here you will get x minus common, so plus 4 common, so 3 is equal to 0. Same values you got in both the terms. So again x plus 3 common, you will get x minus 4. Here x plus 3 already written outside, minus is there, next 4 is there, x plus 3 written here is equal to 0. Therefore x plus 3 is equal to 0 or x minus 4 is equal to 0. So x is equal to plus 3 and coming to the right side it becomes minus 3, or x is equal to minus 4 on coming to the right side plus 4. So while solving this equation by using the graph, you will get answer x is equal to minus 3 or x is equal to 4. This is nothing but the curve meets the x-axis at minus 3 and 4. Those things you have to remember. But according to the graph, you have to solve. So that's why you have to remember here see, take down x values and y is equal to, let it be say y, this is equal to y is equal to p of x is equal to, y is equal to x square minus x minus 12, that value. Next points, let us write here points. Points means x comma y values. Okay. Now many students have wondered, how do we take these points, sir? How do we take these points? They are the doubts. See, here minus 3 is there, no? Minus 3 is there, no? One value towards left side of minus 3, towards right side of minus 3 take down. Here 4 is there, no? One value towards left side 4, one value towards right side, okay, behind, okay. Those values you have to take down. So what are the values? Suppose if you take the number line, suppose 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Here minus 3. So minus 3 actually we will take. Okay. And including them we have to take down minus 4 and minus 2. Next here 4 we will take. Next 3 and 5 also we have to take down. They are enough. Okay. For every problem like that we can take. Depend upon what values we got. Okay. So first of all minus 3, no. So write down minus 4. Okay. Next minus 3, minus 4, x value minus 3. Next x value 4, no. So here 3, x value 3. Okay. Next x value 4. Next x value 5, x value 5. Like that you have to remember. Okay. Now see, we have to find the value of y for corresponding x value. Y is equal to x square minus x minus 12. Therefore x is equal to minus 4. Put here y is equal to minus 4 whole square minus of minus 4 minus 12. So this is equal to 16 minus into minus plus 4 minus 12. So this is equal to this. Okay. See, this is 16 plus 4, 20, 20 minus 12, 8. 20 minus 12, 8. Therefore, this is 8. Minus, what is the point means? X value minus 4, y value 8. X value minus 4, y value 8. Next minus 3, x value. X is equal to minus 3. Therefore, y is equal to minus 3 whole square minus of minus 3 minus 12. So this is equal to 9 minus into minus plus 3 minus 12. So 9 plus 3 value 12, 12 minus 12 value 0. Therefore x value minus 3, y value 0. So what is the point means minus 3 comma 0. We forgot to take one more value here, minus 2 also. Minus 2 also we have to take down. Okay. So minus 2. So y is equal to minus 2 whole square minus of minus 2 minus 12. So this is equal to 2 square means 4 minus into minus plus 2 minus 12. 4 plus 2 value 6, 6 minus 12 value minus 6. So minus 2 minus 6. So minus 2 minus 6. This is 1 point. Now here 4 is the solution now. So 3. Okay. So y is equal to x is equal to 3. Write down here 3 square minus 3 minus 12. So this is equal to 3 square means 9. 9 minus 3 minus 12. Okay. So 9 minus 3 minus 12 minus 15. So 9 minus 15 value minus 6. So 3 comma minus 6. Okay. Is it okay? 3 9 minus 3 9 minus 3 6 6 minus 12 minus 6. Okay. So what is the point means 3 comma minus 6. Again again 4. Then find the value of y. Put 4 here. 4 square minus 4 minus 12. 4 square means 16. 16 minus 4 minus 12. So 16 minus 4 minus 12, 16 minus 16, 0. Therefore what is the point means 4 comma 0. Now y is equal to x value 5. X value 5. Find the value of y. So here put x value 5. 5 square minus 5 minus 12. So this is 25 minus 5 minus 12. So this is 25 minus 17. Okay, 5 square means 25 minus 5 minus 12. Sorry, minus 7. Okay. So what is the value? 25 minus 17. So 8. Okay, 8. So this is 8. So what is the point means 5 comma 8. This is the table we have made. Okay. Already you are very familiar with the graph. Okay. You are very familiar with the graph. In that graph, the lines are separated by 1 centimeter distance each. Between two thicker lines, 1 centimeter distance. Okay, 1 centimeter. Now I will draw the graph here. Here see, this is x-axis. Okay, x-axis, and this is x dash axis. Next, y-axis. Okay, this is y-axis, negative y-axis, that is y dash. Now here see, scale also you have to take down. Okay, scale 1 centimeter is equal to scale 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. That means here see, thicker lines. Suppose this is origin. Here thick line is you observe in the graph. That is 1. Next thick line 2. Next thick line 3. Like that you have to take down. Okay, 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. Like that you have to take. Next on x-axis this is. Okay, on x-axis. On x-axis. Next on y-axis also 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. This is on y-axis. Okay, do you understand? Now here see, so this is 1. By using a pencil you have to draw and you have to write down. Okay, a sharpened pencil must be used. Don't write or don't repeat again and again you are drawing with the scales, means that is not correct. Okay, only sharp. Now here see, 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, 6, 7. Here see, x value highest positive value 5. So up to 5 enough. Okay, or 6 7 like that. Next x value negative value up to minus 4. So here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. One more step. Next y value highest 8. Okay, highest value 8. So here 1, here 2, here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more step. Next negative value minus 6. So here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. Now you have to plot the points. Here see, suppose x value minus 4, 8. X value minus 4, y value 8. That means from 0 onwards to towards the left side up to minus 4 you have to come. So minus 4 on x-axis, minus 4. So this is minus 4. Y value 8. So 8 means y-axis, this is y-axis up to 8. From here to 8 you have to identify one point. Okay, this is the point. Next, x value minus 3, y value 0. Y value 0 means it lies on x-axis. That means here see minus 3, 0. Along y-axis you no need to move. Okay, next. Here see x value minus 2, y value minus 6. X value minus 2, y value minus 6. So this is the point. Okay, this is the point you have to identify. Next, x value 3, y value minus 6. X value 3. So this is y value minus 6. Y value minus 6. So here. Okay, next, x value 4, y value 0. X value 4, y value 0 means it lies on x-axis. Next, x value 5, y value 8. X value 5, y value 8. X value 5, y value 8. Okay. By using a running hand, we have to join these points. Okay, like a smooth curve, we have to get it. Okay. So like this. So this curve meets x-axis at what points? Minus 3 and 4. Therefore, what are the solutions? So by the graph, we can get the solutions or the zeros of this x square minus x minus 12 or minus 3, 4. Here you will write zeros. Zeros is equal to set of minus 3, set of minus 3, comma 4. Okay, na? Okay, dear students, do you understand? Okay. What is the second problem? P of x is equal to P of x. P of x is equal to x square minus 6x plus 9. X square minus 6x plus 9, that is given. Let it be say y is equal to P of x is equal to x square minus 6x plus 9. So you have to solve it, okay, in general. So how do we solve? X square coefficient 1, constant 9. So 9 ones are 9. X coefficient 2 minus 6. What are the factors of 9? You can write 1 into 9, 3 into 3. Okay. Next, this can be written as minus 3 into minus 3. Like that also we can write. Suppose if you add 1 plus 9, you will get 10, but not minus 6. So don't take these factors. Okay, these factors don't take. Suppose if you add 3 plus 3, you will get 6, but not minus 6. This one also don't take. Suppose if you add these 3, minus 3 plus minus 3,